Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, if you're new on here, my name is Philip. This is Phil Reacts, and today, oh man, we are diving into one of the most iconic albums of the 2000s, Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. This record, based on a few facts that I pulled up, didn't just drop. It exploded, onto the scene back in 2000 and changed the sound of rock, metal, and even hip hop, forever. From what I read, it's emotional, it's aggressive, it's introspective, and 2 decades later, it still hits hard. So, if you're a fan of Linkin Park or even just a lover of powerful music that blends raw emotions with chaos and the beauty, you are definitely gonna want to stick around for this one. And hey, before we jump in, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more reactions such as this, and drop a comment, telling me, what your all-time favorite Linkin Park song is. Yeah, before we press play on this album, I'm listening to this on Spotify, by the way. So this is the deluxe, this is the bonus edition, yeah. And from what I read, the original album came with 12 songs, but this bonus edition has 15 songs, so 3 in addition. Has 2 songs and then a live performance. So yeah, we might as well listen to all those songs. But I'm going to exclude the 15th song just because it's a live performance. At BBC. Yeah. So all in all, we're going to be listening to 14 songs. Yeah. So without wasting much time, without further ado, we start with the first song titled "Papercut." Let's take a listen, guys. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Something in here's not right today. Why am I so uptight today? Paranoia is all I got left. I don't know what stressed me first, how the pressure was fed, but I know just what it feels like to have a voice in the back of my head, like a face that I hold inside, face that awakes when I close my eyes, face that I watch every time I lie, face that laughs every time I fall. So I know that when it's time to sink or swim, the face inside is hearing me right underneath my skin. It's like a paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. Set me on first, but I know what I can't stand. Everybody acts, the fact of the matter is I can't add up to what you can. But everybody has a face that they hold inside, face that awakes when I close my eyes, face that watches every time they lie, face that laughs every time they fall. So you know that when it's time to sink or swim, that the face inside is watching you too, right inside your skin. It's like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath the skin. It's like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath my skin. The face inside is right beneath the skin. The face inside is right beneath the skin. The face inside is right beneath the skin.
Okay, guys, yes, the first song, Papercut. Wow, what a way to actually kickstart this album. Right from the jump, I feel like this song Papercut, hits you like a rush of adrenaline. It's like Linkin Park, at their most intense and paranoid. I mean, the vocals are a perfect, tag team. Mike Shinoda's, rapid fire verses, sounds like, thoughts racing through your head, whilst Chester Bennington's, I mean, he explodes, in the chorus, with that raw emotional power only he could deliver. You can feel the tension in every single line, if you ask me. Instrumentally, this song, is a storm. Yeah, I mean, heavy guitar riffs, punchy drums, eerie synths, and those scratches, in there, gave it that signature early 2000s, new metal sort of edge. Everything layered, to perfection, keeping you on edge, from start to finish. The instrumentation of this song really, really did it for me. Lyrically, this song, Papercut, based off of the lyrics, to me, dives into paranoia, dives into anxiety and the battle, with your own mind. That voice, in the back of my head, that will stay quiet. I love the fact that it's dark. I love the fact that it's relatable, and it perfectly captures the chaos of internal struggle. Yeah. For my final take, I feel like this song, isn't just a song. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster that definitely defines what made Linkin Park so legendary. So let me know down in the comment section, what's your favorite part? Mike Shinoda's verses or Chester's chorus? Let me know down in the comment section. We move on to the second song, One Step Closer. Let's go, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
I cannot take this anymore. Saying everything I said before. All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance. Less I hear, the less you say. You'll find that out anyway. Just like before.
Wow.
Everything you say to me. Closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. I find the answers aren't so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found bliss in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away. Over and over again. Just like before. Everything you say to me. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
Whoa, guys. Second song, One Step Closer. Guys, I feel like this is going to be a hell of a journey. I mean, we're only 2 songs in, and I'm already pumped up. I mean, this is pure early 2000s energy right there, if I should say. I mean, One Step Closer, to me, it's Linkin Park's, explosive, debut, that pretty much, kicked the door open, for new metal. Chester Bennington's vocals, are absolutely feral. I have to say, I mean, he goes from, restrained frustration to, full-on screaming rage in seconds. You could definitely feel every ounce of emotion, in his voice, especially in that, iconic, bridge where he yells, shut up, when I'm talking to you, I mean, it's cathartic, chaos, if you ask me. Instrumentally, guys, the instrumentation of this song, is monster. The crunchy, down-tuned guitars, hit like a freight train. The drum groove, is definitely tight and aggressive, and those, electronic layers, from Johan, to me, gave it that, futuristic edge. I feel like that became Linkin Park's signature sound. Yeah. After listening to this song, I feel like this song, is about hitting your breaking point, lyrically, based off of the lyrics. I mean, that moment when you've been pushed too far and you are ready to snap. It's frustration, it's anger, and emotional release, all bottled up into 2.5 minutes of pure adrenaline, guys. Yeah, as if you ever needed a soundtrack for letting go of everything that's been building inside, I feel like this is the one. Yeah. So let me know what you think about this song down in the comment section. Let me know how it made you feel, when you listen to it. We move on to the third song, titled With You. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I woke up in a dream today, to the cold of the static, put my cold feet on the floor. God, I'm not yesterday. Remembering, I'm pretending to be where I'm not anymore. A little taste of hypocrisy, and I'm left in the wake of the mistakes, slow to react. Even though you're so close to me, you're still so distant, and I can't bring you back. It's true. The way I feel was promised by your face. The sound of your voice painted on my memories. Even if you're not with me, I'm with you. Now I see, keeping everything inside. You, now I see, even when I close my eyes. You, when you hit me back, we fall to the floor. The rest of the day stands still. Fine line between this and that. When things go wrong, I pretend that the past isn't real. I'm trapped in this memory, and I'm left in the wake of the mistakes, slow to react. Even though you're close to me, you're still so distant. I can't bring you back. It's true. The way I feel was promised by your face. The sound of your voice painted on my memories. Even if you're not with me, I'm with you. Now I see, keeping everything inside. You, now I see, even when I close my eyes. With you, now I see, keeping everything inside. You, now I see, even when I close my eyes.
Okay.
No matter how far we've come, I can't wait to see tomorrow. No matter how far we've come, I can't wait to see tomorrow. With you, now I see, keeping everything inside. You, now I see, even when I close my eyes. With you, now I see, keeping everything inside. You, now I see, even when I close my eyes.
Wow. Okay. 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 Guys, the third song, With You. This song spans a little over 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 23 seconds to be exact. Guys, I have to say, after listening to this song, I feel like this track, hits like a storm of emotions, and raw energy. With You, to me, is one of those songs that that perfectly captures what made early Linkin Park so unique. Chester Bennington's vocals, guys, explode with so much emotions. I have to say, I mean, you can feel the frustration and longing in every scream and melody. Whilst Mike, there's the rap verses, keep everything grounded, with that smooth rhythmic intensity. The instrumentation to me is pure early 2000s new metal gold. It's heavy, crunchy guitars, layered, with electronic textures, and DJ scratches, from Johan. I feel like it gave the song its signature, chaotic yet controlled feel. Yeah. Now the drums, I feel like the drums, drive hard. Creating that perfect mix of aggression and groove. I loved it. Lyrically, with you, I feel like I dives into the pain of emotional distance. Being close to someone, but still, feeling miles apart. It's that battle between holding on and letting go. At Lincoln Park, I feel like they really went in. They nailed it with both power and vulnerability. Yeah. Overall, this song, is a sonic punch, to the chest. Emotionally heavy, musically tight, and vocally unforgettable. Guys, yeah, we move on to the fourth song, Points of Authority. Let's take a listen. Yeah.
Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame and put your name to shame. Cover up your face. You can't run the race. The pace is too fast. It just won't last. You love the way I look at you while taking pleasure in the awful things you put me through. You take away if I give in. My life, my pride is broken. You have to think you're never wrong. You live what you learn. You have to act like you're someone. You live what you learn. You want someone to hurt like you. You live what you learn. You wanna share what you've been through. You live what you learn. You love the things I say I'll do. The way I hurt myself again just to get back at you.
Okay.
You take away when I give in. My life, my pride is broken. You like to think you're never wrong. You live what you learn. You have to act like you're someone. You live what you learn. You want someone to hurt like you. You live what you learn. You wanna share what you've been through. You live what you learn. Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame.
Yeah.
Put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't run the race, the pace is too fast. You just won't last. Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame. Put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't run the race, the pace is too fast. You just won't last. You like to think you're never wrong. You live what you learn. You have to act like you're someone. You live what you learn. You want someone to hurt like you. You live what you learn. You wanna share what you've been through. You live what you learn. You have to think you're never wrong. The game. You live what you learn. You have to act like you're someone. The game. You live what you learn. You want someone to hurt like you. The game. You live what you learn. You wanna share what you've been through. You live what you learn.
Yeah. Guys, the fourth song, Points of Authority. Yeah, man, I have to say this track definitely hits hard, right from the jump. Points of Authority to me is one of those songs where Linkin Park perfectly blend aggression and emotion into something magnetic. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. Chester Bennington's vocals, are definitely raw and explosive. As always, he goes from, searing screams to pure vulnerability, in a heartbeat. You can feel the pain, and the frustration in every single word. Mike Shinoda's in the rap verses, on the other hand, are razor sharp and precise. I have to say, grounding the chaos, with that, confident delivery. I loved it. Vocally, they really, really went in. The instrumentation, guys, it's pure hybrid theory brilliance, if you ask me. Gritty guitar riffs, pounding drums, and those industrial, electronic layers, that give it that futuristic, almost a mechanical sort of punch. Johansson's scratches, also add that signature Linkin Park texture, making the whole thing sound alive and restless. Yes, lyrically. This song, Points of Authority, I feel like it dives into toxic, power dynamics. It's about manipulation, it's about control, and standing up, to someone who abuses, their influence. It's personal, it's definitely intense, and still incredibly relatable. Overall, I feel like this song, it's a, sonic, gut punch. Angry, emotional, and unforgettable. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. Is this one of Linkin Park's most underrated tracks from Hybrid Theory? Please share your thoughts down in the comment section. We move on to the fifth song, Crawling. Full disclosure, this song I've heard before, but I'm super excited to actually listen to it all over again. Let's dig right in, guys. Yeah, let's go. Woo. Wow, still sounds good, guys. Yeah. Okay, Chester sounds so good, guys. Let's go. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending. Okay. Controlling, I can't seem to find myself again. Okay. My walls are closing in. Not a sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take. I felt this way before. So insecure. Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection. It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. Not a sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take. I felt this way before. So insecure. Wow. Wow, guys. Yeah. So Crawling, the fifth song off of this album. Like I said, I've already heard this song, and I mean, super, super, super happy to to be coming back to this timeless classic. To me, Crawling, this song, by Linkin Park, is one of those songs that hit you right in the chest. It's raw, it's emotional, and painfully honest. Chester Bennington's vocals, to me, are absolutely haunting here, the song. You can literally feel the pain and the vulnerability in every single word. It's like he's battling his own demons, in real time. The way his voice, cracks and, sours, during the chorus, to me, I mean, it absolutely gave me chills. I have to say, I mean, pure emotion, no filter. The instrumentation is also one aspect of this song that did it for me. I mean, this track is classic hybrid theory. Heavy guitar riffs, deep bass, and those crisp electronic layers. That Mike Shinoda and the band weave perfectly together. I love the fact that it's aggressive yet atmospheric. A sonic storm that mirrors the song's emotional chaos. Guys, I love the instrumentation side of this song. Is brilliant. Lyrically, I feel like based off of the lyrics, Crawling dives into the struggle with inner turmoil, a bit of self-doubt and feeling trapped inside your own skin. To me, it's about fighting against something inside you that you can't quite control. And that honesty, I feel like that is why this song still resonates decades later. Yeah. Final thoughts. I feel like Chester didn't sing this song. To me, he lived it, and I feel like that is what makes Crawling one of Linkin Park's, one of Linkin Park's most powerful and unforgettable performances. I loved it, guys. Let me know what you think about this song down the comment section. I mean, decades later, does this song, hit something in you? Please share those thoughts down in the comment section. We move on to the sixth song titled Runaway. Let's go. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Nice, guys.
Graffiti decorations under a sky of dust.
Okay.
A constant wave of tension on top of broken trust. The lessons that you taught me, I learned were never true. Now I find myself in question.
They point the finger at me again.
Guilty by association.
Point the finger at me again.
I wanna run away, never say goodbye. I wanna know the truth instead of wondering why. I wanna know the answers, no more lies. I wanna shut the door and open up my mind. Paper bags and angry voices under a sky of dust. Another wave of tension has more than filled me up. On my talk of taking action, these words were never true. Now I find myself in question.
They point the finger at me again.
Guilty by association.
You point the finger at me again.
I wanna run away, never say goodbye. I wanna know the truth instead of wondering why. I wanna know the answers, no more lies. I wanna shut the door and open up my mind. I'm gonna run
Guys, the said song Runaway. This I have not heard before, but I mean hearing it for the first time, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I mean, Runaway, this song, to me is that perfect snapshot, as always, of early 2000s frustration and rebellion. Linkin Park, at their raw, emotional best, if you ask me. I mean, vocally, Chester Bennington, as always, absolutely tears through this track, with that signature mix of melodic, vulnerability and explosive screams. You can feel the anger and and the exhaustion in every single word. It's like he is clawing his way out of something he cannot control. Instrumentation wise, this is classic. As always, this is classic hybrid theory vibe, from Linkin Park. I mean, I love the fact that it's heavy, down-tuned guitars, layered with electronic textures, and those sharp, DJ scratches, from yours truly, Johan. The beats, I feel like hits very, very hard, and the transitions, between calm and chaos, keep your adrenaline pumping. I have to say, I don't know about you, but definitely kept my pumping. Lyrically, Runaway is about, escaping lies, pressure, and judgment. That adds, to just get away from, everything, fake or toxic. It's raw, it's relatable and honest. Even 2 decades later, guys, it still hits home, for anyone, who's ever felt trapped, by expectations. Yeah. So, standout moment for me, with this song, that bridge, where, Chester screams, guilty by association, that was just pure catharsis. Yeah, so let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys think? Is Runaway, one of the most underrated songs, on this album, Hybrid Theory? Please let me know down in the comment section. Yes. All right, guys, so we move on to the 7th song, titled Be Myself. This song I have not heard, so super excited for this one. Let's go.
Behind me, do I follow my instincts blindly? Do I hide my pride from these bad dreams and give in to sad thoughts that are maddening? Do I sit here and try to stand it, or do I try to catch them red-handed? Wow. Do I trust some and get fooled by phoniness, or do I trust nobody and live in loneliness? Because I can't hold on when I'm stretched so thin. I make the right moves, but I'm lost within. I put on my daily facade, but then I just end up getting hurt again by myself. I ask why. But in my mind, I can't rely on myself. I ask why. But in my mind, I can't rely on myself. I can't hold on to what I want when I'm stretched so thin. It's all too much to take in. I can't hold on to anything, watching everything spin. Thoughts of failure sinking in. If I turn my back, I'm defenseless. And to go blindly seems senseless. If I hide my pride and let it all go on, then they'll take from me till everything is gone. If I let them go, I'll be outdone. But if I try to catch them, I'll be outrun. If I'm killed by the questions like a cancer, then I'll be buried in the silence of the answer by myself. I ask why. But in my mind, I can't rely on myself. I ask why. But in my mind, I can't rely on myself. I can't hold on to what I want when I'm stretched so thin. It's all too much to take in. I can't hold on to anything, watching everything spin. With thoughts of failure sinking in. How do you think? I've lost so much. I'm so afraid. I'm out of touch. How do you expect? I will know what to do. When all I know is what you tell me to.
Let's go.
Don't you? I can't tell you how to make it. No matter what I do, how hard I can't seem to convince myself. I'm stuck on the outside. Don't you? I can't tell you how to make it. No matter what I do, how hard I can't seem to convince myself. I'm stuck on the outside. I can't hold on to what I want when it's just so thin. It's all too much to take in. I can't hold on to anything, watching everything spin. With thoughts of fear.
Guys, the seventh song, Be Myself. This song, like I said from the beginning, I have not heard before. I feel like this song, once again, is one of, the most emotionally explosive tracks, on this album. If you ask me, I mean, and I feel like, it perfectly captures, this band, their signature blend of aggression and vulnerability. For the vocals, Chester Bennington, rest in peace to him, absolutely tears through this song, if you ask me. I mean, his raw screams, and intense delivery definitely makes you feel every ounce of frustration, and self-doubt, in the lyrics. Mike Shinoda's, rap verses, provide that perfect, counterbalance, I mean, grounding the chaos, with so much precision and flow. Together, they create that classic duality that defined, Linkin Park, early sound, if you ask me. I mean, pain versus control. The instrumental side of things, I loved it. The production is thick, it's heavy, those grinding guitar riffs, pounding drums, and DJ Hans, eerie samples, all collide in a storm of controlled chaos. The transitions, from calm introspection, to explosive, release, hits like a gut punch, keeping you as a listener on the edge, the whole time. So one may ask me, what is this song all about? Like I said, Be Myself, I feel like, dives into isolation, inner conflict, and the struggle, to trust others, after betrayal. It's about fighting battles, with your own head, and realizing that, sometimes, the hardest person to face, is yourself. Guys, let me know down in the comment section. For a first time listen, I feel like this song, is a song, that is, as intense today as it was, when Hybrid Theory dropped. A true anthem for anyone who's ever felt, lost inside, their own thoughts. So let me know what your thoughts about this song down in the comment section. What's your favorite moment? Chester screams or, Mike's flow. Let me know down in the comment section. We move on to the eighth song, In the End. Full disclosure, I've heard this song also, and I'm super happy to, get back to checking this song out. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good, guys. Sounds so good.
It starts with
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you tried. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I've put my trust in you.
Wow.
Just as far as I can
Piano
go.
guys.
For all this
piano chord. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. All right, guys. Yes. So the eighth song, in the end, I know lots and lots of people, know this song. Wow, wow, I loved it. I mean, after so many years, this song, still sounds good. I mean, I feel like this particular song in the end, is one of those songs, that hits you on every level. It's emotional, it's musical, and lyrical. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, Chester Bennington's vocals, to me, are pure intensity. I mean, raw, siren, and full of pain. Whilst, Mike Shinoda's rap verses, bring that grounded, introspective energy that perfectly balances the chaos. I mean, their back and forth and dynamic, is so iconic. I have to say. I mean, it's like two sides, of the same inner struggle. The instrumentation is powerful yet haunting. I have to say. I mean, that instantly recognizable piano riff, sets the mood right away. I have to say. And then, the heavy guitars, and the driving drums, crush in, giving it to that explosive, new metal, sort of energy. Everything feels so tight. Everything feels so intentional. Like the song, is building tension, just to, let it break. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, I loved it. Lyrically, this song, is about frustration. It's about loss. And the realization that sometimes, all your efforts, feel meaningless. I tried so hard to get so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. That line alone, has become, a generational anthem, because, everyone, felt that moment, of giving their all and still losing. I mean, it's also relatable, I have to say. Linkin Park definitely captured lightning, in a bottle, with this song. And I feel like this is a perfect blend of emotion and aggression, And personally, this song, still gives me chills, decades later. Yeah. So let me know your thoughts about this song down in the comment section. Does it still, give you chills? Please share your thoughts down there. We move on to the ninth song, A Place for My Head. This I have not heard before. Let's take a listen, guys. Okay. I like this. Okay. Ooh. Sounds so good. Let's go. Yeah. Okay.
I watch how the moon sits in the sky on a dark night, shining with the light from the sun. The sun doesn't give light to the moon, assuming the moon's gonna owe it one. It makes me think of how you act for me. You do favors there rapidly. You just turn around and start asking me about things that you want back from me. I'm sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest. I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. Like you and step on people like you do and run away all the people I thought I knew. I remember back then who you were. You used to be calm, used to be strong, used to be generous, but you should have known that you wear out your welcome, and now you see how quiet it is all alone. I'm so sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest. I'm so sick of the tension, sick of the hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest. I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. I wanna be in the energy, not with the enemy. A place for my head. You try to take the best of me, go away. You try to take the best of me, go away. You try to take the best of me, go away. You try to take the best of me, go away. You try to take the best of me, go away. You try to take the best of me, go away. You try to take the best of me, go away. You try to take the best of me, go away. I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. I wanna be in the energy, not with the enemy. A place for my head.
Wow, guys, the ninth song. Yeah, a place for my head. Like I said from the beginning, this I've not heard before. Man, I have to say after listening to this song, this song is pure energy. From start to finish. A place for my head. To me, after listening to it, it's one of those deep cuts. From this album. And I feel like it hits like a punch, to the gut. Chester Bennington's vocals, are absolutely feral, on the song. I love the fact that he goes from raw emotions to full blown rage, and you can feel every ounce of frustration and exhaustion in his screams. Mike Shinoda's rap verses also balances it perfectly, bringing that rhythmic intensity that Linkin Park they are famous for. Instrumentally, this one is heavy. This one is fast and chaotic. In all the right ways. The crunchy guitars, the pounding drums, and those signature DJ scratches from Johan. Create. I feel like I created a wall of sound that feels like an explosion, of bottled up emotions. I love the fact that it's aggressive, but also super tight and controlled. You can tell every single note was crafted to release tension. Lyrically, I feel like this song is all about reaching your limits with people who drain you. That's breaking point where you just need space to breathe. This is frustration to turn into fire. After listening to this song, because this song has an anthemic vibe, I feel like a lot of fans would definitely you know listen to this song and feel like this is an anthem of self-respect and emotional release. Yes, because that's how I'm feeling right now. I loved it. A place for my head, to me is Linkin Park, at their rawest. If you ask me, a perfect storm of anger, energy, and then honesty. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one down the comment section. We move on to the 10th song, titled "Forgotten." Wow, we are gradually getting to the end of this album, and so far so good. I'm loving it. Yes, the 10th song, "Forgotten." Let's take a listen.
From the top to the bottom,
On the top I stop.
at the core I forgot.
In the middle of my thoughts.
Take it far from my safety.
Pictures there.
The memory won't escape me.
Why should I care?
From the top to the bottom,
On the top I stop.
at the core I forgot.
In the middle of my thoughts.
Take it far from my safety.
Pictures there.
The memory won't escape me.
Why should I care? There's a place so dark you can't see the end. Skies cocked back, shock at which can't defend. The rain then sends dripping, acidic questions forcefully. The power of suggestion. Then with the eyes shut, looking through the rust and rotten dust, a small spot of light floods the floor and pours over the rusted world of pretend. And the eyes ease open and it's dark again.
From the top to the bottom,
On the top I stop.
at the core I forgot.
In the middle of my thoughts.
Take it far from my safety.
Pictures there.
The memory won't escape me.
Why should I care?
In the memory you'll find me as burning up. The darkness holding me tightly until the sun rises up.
Wow, I love it.
Moving all around, screaming of the ups and downs. Pollution manifested in perpetual sound. The wheels go round, and the sunset creeps behind street lamps. Chain link and concrete. A little piece of paper with a picture drawn floats on down the street till the wind is gone. And the memory now is like the picture was then. When the paper's crumpled up, it can't be perfect again.
From the top to the bottom,
Bottom to top I stop.
at the core I forgot.
In the middle of my thoughts.
Take it far from my safety.
Pictures there.
The memory won't escape me.
Why should I care?
From the top to the bottom,
Bottom to top I stop.
at the core I forgot.
In the middle of my thoughts.
Take it far from my safety.
Pictures there.
The memory won't escape me.
Why should I care?
In the memory you'll find me as burning up. The darkness holding me tightly until the sun rises up.
Now you got me caught in the act, you bring the thought back. Telling you that I see it right through you. Now you got me caught in the act, you bring the thought back. Telling you that I see it right through you. Now you got me caught in the act, you bring the thought back. Telling you that I see it right through you. Now you got me caught in the act, you bring the thought back. Telling you that I see it right through you. Now you got me caught in the act, you bring the thought back. Telling you that I see it right through you. Now you got me caught in the act, you bring the thought back. Telling you that I see it right through you. Now you got me caught in the act, you bring the thought back. Telling you that I see it right through you.
In the memory you'll find darkness holding me tightly until the sun rises up. In the memory, you will find me as burning up. The darkness holding me tightly until the sun rises up.
Guys, so the third song, Forgotten, like I said, this I have not heard before, and I loved it. I definitely loved it. This was just wow. That's all I have to say. I mean, Forgotten definitely hits hard, right from the start. I have to say, I mean, Chester's vocals are intense and emotional. On this one, perfectly balancing raw aggression with moments of melodic vulnerability. The rap sections also add that signature Linkin Park edge, creating this dynamic back and forth that kept me personally on my toes. Instrumentally, this track is tight. It's energetic, punchy guitars, driving drums, electronic textures that give it that as always, the classic, hybrid theory, new metal, type of vibe. Like every single element, builds this in the sense of, tension and release. That's really, really pulls you in as a listener. Lyrically, after listening to this song, I have to say this one, it's all about feeling lost. It's all about being overlooked and the struggle, to hold on to your own identity. I love the fact that it's raw. I love the fact that it's relatable, and carries that angst, that defined Linkin Park's early sound. Yeah, I feel like if you're a fan of high energy, emotionally charged rock, with a bit of rap rock flair, this song "Forgetting" is definitely a must listen. I loved it, guys. Definitely. Let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. We're moving on to the 11th song titled "Cure for the Itch." Ooh, what a weird title. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah.
Folks, we have a very special guest for you tonight.
What's going on?
I'd like to introduce
Let's hear it for the great Mr. Hunt.
Wow.
Lesson in rhythm management. Let's begin.
What's going on here? Sound like an instrumental? Yeah.
All right now, wasn't that fun? Let's try something else.
Yeah. Wow. All right, guys. Yes, the 11th song, "Cure for the Itch." Wow, guys. Okay, so for this one, first off, we definitely have to check the vocals. Well, no vocals. This is mostly instrumental, but the few vocal samples from I believe that was Mike Shinoda, and Joe Han. I mean, their intro definitely gave it personality, and a bit of humor. You really get a sense of the band's, creativity here, if you ask me. Now, I mean, the instrumentation is where, it really shines. Joe Han's, turntablism, is definitely front and center. I mean, scratches, samples, and electronic layers, all coming together, to create chaotic, but super catchy, sort of vibe. The rhythm, I love the fact that it's steady, but unpredictable, making it feel like a mini, musical journey. As for, what this song is all about, to me, it's more of an experimental showcase, than a traditional song. Think of it as a sound collage. That I feel like a highlight to the bands and the hip hop, electronic influences, whilst giving Johan moments to also shine. It's fun. It's edgy. It definitely shows how versatile Linkin Park can be. Yeah. My final thoughts. I mean, this is not your usual rock track. Definitely. But definitely a cool creative break that adds a flavor to this album. So if you love experimental beats, and DJ wizardry, I feel like this is a master lesson. Guys, let me know your thoughts, on this one down in the comment section. Yes, so we are moving on to the 12th song, Pushing Me Away. This I've not heard before. Let's take a listen, guys. Okay. Wow.
I've lied to you the same way that I always do. This is the last smile that I'll fake for the sake of being with you.
Falls apart even
Guys, pushing me away. Wow, this was a beautiful song, beautiful song. And to think that I've never heard this song. Wow, guys, I have to say right from the start. I mean, Chester Bennington's the vocals, hit you with raw emotions. There's no denying that. His voice, perfectly balances, anger and vulnerability. It's like he's pouring every bit of frustration and heartbreak, into the mic. Which I loved. The instrumentation is classic, Linkin Park, crunchy guitars, layered with electronic textures and a steady, driving rhythm. I love the fact that it's aggressive, yet melodic, giving the song, this, constant, push-pull sort of energy that mirrors the lyrics. Speaking of which, this song, to me is all about distance, and the struggle, of a strained relationship. I love the fact that it captures that moment when you feel pushed away and disconnected, yet can't ignore the tension and pain. I loved it. This definitely is going to go, definitely going to add this one to my favorite songs, off of this album, but yeah, overall, pushing me away, it's intense, cathartic, and the perfect, closing track, for this album, Hybrid Theory. It's one of those songs that, sticks with you because of its honesty and energy, guys. I loved it. Question for you guys: which part of this song hit harder for you? The vocals or the instrumentation? Please drop your thoughts down in the comment section. Yes, we are supposed to be done with this album, but I mean, fortunately, I'm listening to the bonus version, which has three extra songs. So yeah, we'll move on to this song titled my December. Yes, full disclosure, I've heard this song, but super excited to be listening to it all over again. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This is my December. This is my time of the year. This is my December.
Let's go.
This is all so clear. This is my December. This is my snow-covered home. This is my December.
Yeah.
This is me alone. Just wish that I didn't feel like there was something I missed. Take back all the things I said to make you feel like that.
Guys, for the vocals of this song, like I said, I've already heard this song, and to me, for the vocals of this song, Mike Shinoda, I feel like he delivered a raw, emotional performance here. His voice, it was soft, but heavy, with melancholy, perfectly capturing the sense of loneliness and introspection. The lack of screaming and rap sections, definitely makes it feel intimate. Almost like he is, sharing a personal diary, with you as a listener. Instrumentation, I love the fact that it's stripped down, compared to typical Linkin Park tracks. No heavy guitars, or intense drums. This is mainly, piano driven, with subtle ambient texture that enhances the emotional weight. The minimalist arrangement definitely lets the vocals, really, really, really shine. Yes. So one may ask, what is this song all about? I'm just going to, put this short. My December, to me, is all about isolation. It's all about longing, and the quiet sadness, of being away, from home. The lyrics, convey a desire, for connection and comfort. Making it one of Linkin Park's most vulnerable and heartfelt songs. If you ask me personally, I mean, yeah. My takeaway for the song, I feel like if you want to hear Linkin Park, at their most emotional and introspective, I feel like this is a track. This track definitely stands out. I love the fact that it's haunting, it's beautiful, and definitely showcases a softer side, of the band. We don't always get to hear. Yeah, I loved it, guys. Yeah, so we'll move on to the 14th song, High Voltage. Let's go.
You know what I mean? You can put a label on a life, put a label on a lifestyle, put a label on how you wake up every morning and go to bed at night.
I've been digging in the crates ever since I was living in space. Before the rat race, before monkeys had human traits. I mastered numerology and Big Bang theology. Performed lobotomies with telekinetic psychology. Invented the mic so I could start blessing it. Chin checking kids to make my point like an impressionist. Many men have tried to shake us, but I twist my chords to double helixes and show them what I'm made of. I buckle knees like leg braces. Cast a spell of instrumentalness on all of you MCs who hate us. So you can try on. Leave you without a shoulder to cry on. From now to infinity, let icons be bygones. I firebomb, ghostly notes haunt this. I tried threats, but moved on to a promise. I stomp shit with or without an accomplice and run the gauntlet with whoever that wants this.
The unforgettable sound, bringing you up and taking you down, coming at you from every side, making the rhythm and rhyme collide.
I put a kick in the backbones of clones with microphones. Never satisfy my rhyme Jones. Spraying bright day over what you might say. My blood type's Krylon, Technicolor type A. On highways, right with road rage. Pages of wind and cages of tin that bounce all around. Surround sound. Devouring the scene, subliminal gangrene paintings. Overall the same thing, sing song, karaoke, copy bullshit. Break bones verbally with sticks and stone tactics. Fourth dimension, combat convention. Write rhymes at ease while the track stands at attention. Meant to put you away with the pencil, pistol official. 16 line, the rhyme missile. While you risk your all, I pick out all your flaws. Spitting raw, blah, blah, blah. You can say you saw.
The unforgettable sound, bringing you up and taking you down, coming at you from every side, making the rhythm and rhyme collide. The unforgettable sound, bringing you up and taking you down, coming at you from every side, making the rhythm and rhyme collide. And like the rock and rap, you know what I mean? People act like, wow, that's a new invention. This ain't new. We're constantly evolving. It is constantly changing, man. It's all about change. Everybody's always trying to put labels on it. There ain't no label for this. They always got to try to put a label on it, try to create something so they can water it down.
Sometimes I feel like a prophet, misunderstood under the gun, like a new disease. Sometimes I feel like a prophet, misunderstood under the gun, like a new disease.
All right, guys. Yes. So high voltage. Wow. This was unexpected. I have to say. I mean, for a first time listen, to this song, I feel like this track really, really hits hard, right, from the very start. The vocals are, classic, early Linkin Park. Mike Shinoda. I mean, this man's the rap flows, are tight. They are confident and full of energy. I mean, whilst Chester's vocal style doesn't dominate here, I feel like the intensity, is still very, very palpable. Yeah, the instrumentation is raw, is gritty, and explosive. Heavy guitars, punchy drums, and that electronic, turntable vibe, from Johan. I feel like that really, really gave it a unique, hybrid sound. It's like you can feel the adrenaline, surging through every single beat. Lyrically, this song, High Voltage, is all about, showing their energy, showing their skill and distinct style. Yeah, in the music world, it's. I feel like I feel like it's playful, but powerful. Full of clever wordplay and really. And I feel like this really, really captures, the early, new metal, rap rock, era type of vibe. Yeah, the silent moment for me, definitely the fusion of rap, rock, and electronic scratches. It's chaotic, in the best way, and I mean, it perfectly sets the stage, for what Linkin Park, would evolve into. Yeah. So, I mean, if I'm to sum everything up, there's a short, electrifying best of pure Linkin Park energy. It's like a musical jolt, you can't ignore. I loved it, guys. So there's a live performance here. I said I wasn't going to, check it out, but I mean, we've listened to all the song on here. We might as well listen to this live version of Papercut, at BBC. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's go. Okay. Sounds good.
Why does it feel like night to day? Something inside's not right today. Why am I so uptight today? Paranoia's all I got left. I don't know what stressed me first.
guys, Papercut live at BBC One. So that wraps up, this album. Yeah. I mean, this live version of Papercut to me, I mean, nothing I've said I've not said before. This live version is pure energy. Chester's vocals, hit every emotion, if you ask me. I mean, from raw aggression, to intense vulnerability. And Mike Shinoda's rap, his rap sections are tight and punchy. The instrumentation is killer. I mean, for a live performance, the guitars, crunch, the drums, drive, and the electronic layers, definitely add that to the signature, hybrid theory edge. You can really, really feel the tension and paranoia in the lyrics, come alive on stage. It's like the song jumps off, the speakers, and into the room. Thought the studio version, it was intense. This live version proves Linkin Park's, energy, it's next level. So, I mean, let me know what you think about this live version of Papercut, in the comment section. Guys, finally, we are done with Linkin Park. I think this is their debut album, Hybrid Theory. And I feel like, man, guys, this album, isn't just an album. I mean, this is a statement. Definitely felt like a statement. I feel like this album captured a generation that felt, misunderstood, a generation that felt angry and lost, and gave them a voice. The mix of, hip hop, metal, and electronic music, was, groundbreaking, at the time. And even now, guys, I mean, it still sounds fresh. This is an album that came out like in 2000, October 24th, to be exact. I feel like every single track, feels intentional, no filler, just fluff, just emotion, just precision, just passion, guys. It's all in there. Chester Bennington's voice, it was pain and beauty intertwined. Mike Shinoda's the lyrics and production instincts were ahead of its time, guys. And guys, as for the band, I feel like Linkin Park, created a sound that defined the early 2000s, and I feel like they continue to inspire new artists today. Yeah, that's just my thoughts, about this album. So, that's my full reaction. That's my full review on Linkin Park's, Hybrid Theory. Honestly, this album, still gives me chills, I mean, after just, listening to it in its entirety. Now, I want to hear from you guys also. What is your favorite track, from this album? When did you first, discover Linkin Park? And which LP album, should I react to next? They have tons and tons of albums. Should I react to Matura? Should I react to Minutes to Midnight, or maybe even Reanimation? Please, share your thoughts, down in the comment section. While you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really, really helps the channel grow. And I mean, if you made it this far, you are a real one. Much love to you. You're super loved and appreciated on here. I'll definitely capture you in the next album reaction and review. Take care, stay safe, and then peace out.